Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory, where there has been a game update. So you'll probably notice by where it says current milestone, it just says insert schematic name here. That's a current bug. Also where the thing on my bottom left is as well, where it says title. That's a bit weird. But yeah, there's been a game update. All of the stuff that was introduced into the experimental branch recently is finally available for the rest of us. So I think we should go and have a look at that. We should go and see what we've got available. We do still have all of this to sort out, but we're nearly there. Oh yeah, that was the pod that we found. Okay. Is there stuff here in the hub? What were we doing? The medicinal inhaler, that was it. Okay, so there's nothing new that we currently have available. We do need to get the rest of the stuff for all this. But we should be able to do something with... Okay, I don't think I've actually found any of the other materials that we can chuck in the MAM yet. But we can scan the alien organs. There are some things we can do with those. We can also scan other materials like sulfur and quartz. We can now do things with those. So if we come across any of that sort of stuff, we're going to have a look at it. I don't have enough in the way of alien organs to be able to do anything just yet, anyway. But we've now got multiple hand slots, which is very handy. Haha. So I'm just going to equip like the core things that we're going to be using. It frees up a little bit of space in the old bags, and we can just flip through these things with the scroll wheel, which is very handy. I think that other one that's down on the bottom left is for the body. Yeah, probably. So if I chuck those back in... No, it just doesn't seem to want to work. Fair enough. Right, so what we're doing at the moment was we're waiting for materials to be ready for... I think we already loaded the motors machine up, didn't we? Or the motors for the space elevator. Oh, we need to get rotor production up and running again. That's something I'd kind of forgotten about. But I want to send off this milestone first, so let's try and grab some reinforced plate if we have... we haven't got enough there yet. Now we do, we've got the perfect amount. Marvellous. Oh no, Did I not load up the motors? I don't remember if I actually put them in or not. Who knows? Right, let's just chuck this stuff in. So, I need 1,000 of that, and boom, away you go. So now we can make medicinal inhalers from... Ooh, okay, bacon, agaric, pale berries, beryl nuts, and mycelia. Right, so that's just going to be all of the foodstuffs mashed together. That's fair enough. So that's it for milestones for now. Yeah, we haven't got anything else just yet until we get either this space elevator phase done, or we get some more stuff to chuck into the MAM. But there are two things... Okay. Fell down. Reasonable. Yeah, there are two things that I kind of want to go about doing at the moment. Ooh, okay. I do want to get the rotor production up and running again, so we can get motors back on the production line. But I also want to preemptively go and expand the power. So I want to set up a much more substantial power station, but I also want to make sure that it's on the... You know, fuck it, take the lot. Take as much as we can carry. I'm going to be taking a load of concrete. I want to build a platform out from up here, out over to the coal deposit. And I want to build a new coal power plant and redesign everything that's over that way on the same sort of kind of tileable plane as everything else, so that it's all going to just kind of like mesh together nicely if we decide to connect everything up. Because currently it's all going to be on this sort of plane, so this might take me a little while to get over there, but it's going to work fine, I'm sure of it. Main reason I'm going like above everything this way is so that we don't interrupt the tractor with it going back and forth. I also want to try and get myself into a position where I can build above the truck station so that it can keep doing its thing. But we'll be kind of building around all this sort of stuff anyway. This is going to look weird from like the ground floor, just this big fucking... Oh, pod's back. Right, that's nice to know. This giant fucking walkway in the sky is going to look a bit odd. Right, that's as far as I can bring things over right now. So, how much power are we using? Not too much. We could probably tear down some of these. So, let's remove these ones on the end. End up with a load of coal in my pockets. Make sure the power stays okay. Yeah, we're doing good. But yeah, I want to tear a lot of this stuff up so I can figure out like how much higher I need to build this stuff in order to get the... Oh, I wasn't able to carry all of your components. That's awkward. Well, I can have that. I can have those. I can have those. It's just the leftover coal that's a bit awkward. Can I go and dump it in this thing? Probably. Yeah. You can have all that. You just chuck all that in there. So what I need to do from here, I need to bring some larger foundations down so that I can get them to... right, we won't go there. I want to like, kind of get the kind of ground level-ish sort of thing. Right, so we're going to be around here anyway. So it's going to look weird with all this stuff overlapping. But I want to make sure that I get the kind of headroom necessary for a truck station so that we can build that sort of stuff under here. We'll have room for potentially other structures as well. So, right. Truck station. Yeah, we need a little bit more headroom. So, maybe one more 4-meter block? And if I build 2 meter off the side there, will that do the trick? Still encroaching on this clearance. Okay, we need to go up a little higher. What if I build it like that? Put a little 2-meter one on top. Yeah, that works. That's probably the perfect height for it. So that's how we're going to build things from now on, or that's going to be like the second floor level of all this. So we've got a plan. There's a plan in motion. Whether it's a cunning plan or not, I don't know, but we're going to make it up as we go along. Well, thanks to the... Oh, bugger. Yeah, I can't actually make that last little bit of the jump. Okay, how about this? We do things like that just so that we can get up. Up, I said. There we go. Right. So this is going to be just kind of the floor plate kind of thing. But I want to rearrange the coal generators so that we can have a bit more of an expanded layout. You can't go in place just yet. But I really want to boost the... one thing I found is that the... as the base expands, it's going to be a while before we get access to any kind of power generation that is going to be better than the coal. So we're just going to need a lot of coal generators. So we're going to build a big power plant in the sky. I think that's going to be the best way of handling things. And one thing that we can now use, thanks to the new update, is conveyor lifts. We can use these for transporting, it's essentially a vertical conveyor belt, which is just really handy. We can just place it down there, we can lift it up, we can spin it around, so that it's got like input facing one direction, we can have the output facing 90 degrees, 180, however we want to do it. And as you get each new kind of tier of belt unlocked, you get the Mark II, Mark III lifts that go with it, which is just fucking fantastic. They're really handy. It's a great way of condensing things down. We don't have to do these spiral things anymore. As nice and as fun as these look, they do take up a little bit more space than you'd probably want them to. So we're going to try and avoid using those, unless we've got, situations in which they're going to work nicely and maybe look a bit better than other stuff, but I don't know. For now, I want to figure out how far along I want everything for this big power plant to go. Do I maybe want to extend it out so we could put like a support pillar going down onto that bit? I think I do. So I'm going to do that. So there we go. Nice big support pillar right there. And this will be like one kind of corner of this new plant. We're probably not going to get everything in place up here because I'm going to be wanting a lot of coal generators. But I'm going to build things like kind of in a similar way that I've done them for these ones. So we're going to have lots of, kind of like rows and banks of everything. And I want to make sure that these all get elevated up as well. So we want to go, I think it wants to be like 6 long. Right, so there we go. That should do nicely for this bit. Let's get a power plant in. Actually, let me get myself a lookout tower so I can see what I'm doing a little bit better, because I know we're building this massively up in the sky anyway, but a little bit more elevation is always good. Ooh, there's a long way down. Okay, I think I've got 4 coal plants in place. We're going to have to put some walls around all of this stuff, because my god, am I going to kill myself easily by being up here. I mean, hopefully we'll get things to a state where I won't need to come up here all that often. I'll probably need to come up here in order to improve belt speeds, and that should hopefully be it. But we'll go about, sprucing the place up and making everything look nice anyway. I'm going to have to mirror this out on the other side as well. In fact, I might compact this down just a bit. Okay, I think I'm going to need to... Right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I think these 2 coal generators are going to have to move as well now, because they're going to be encroaching on build space. And I also kind of need their materials in order to be able to move this stuff over. Unless... yeah, they're still encroaching clearance, so we're not quite elevated enough to be able to, like, work over them, unfortunately. Yeah, definitely need rotors at the very least, so... Let's see how we're doing on power, because it is getting a little high. So we either need to go and shut some stuff down, or we're gonna, just gonna have to try and get things installed fairly quickly. So I'll run back to the base, see if I can grab some rotors, and see if there are any other materials that I can grab that I might be able to make use of. Some reinforced plate wouldn't go amiss. Bloody hell. Engine scared the crap out of me. I could also really do with some steel beams, so I might break that off for the time being. So that machine can just fill up with steel beams eventually. You haven't got any rotors. I haven't got any anywhere. Shit, I'm gonna have to make some. Okay, is that craft bench still down here? Yes. Good. It's just rods and screws for that anyway, isn't it? Okay, that should tile up with everything else and get things looking right. We are going to have to move some stuff, so unfortunately powering that, or disabling power to the rest of the factory, and we're just going to tear up the rest of this stuff, get it all cleared out. This is one of the problems with this. I keep trying to jump back up onto the platform that I've made. even with the Blade Runners, I can't quite make the jump. Let's jump up on one of these generators here. It should, when I can jump around everything else, might be able to make it from up here. Yeah, should be able to nail that. Good. Okay, I had to do a little bit of tweaking because this one wasn't in the right spot for some reason, but this should fix up some of the power stuff. It's certainly gonna do a good job for what it's currently set up for. We're gonna want to bring. We'll replace this with. We'll get some little foundation there. I'm going to put a small ramp in. And then, yeah, conveyor pole. We'll have to figure out all of the belt speeds later on, but I'll just put Mark 1s in for now. Now, where do we go from here? That's the big question. Obviously, bring more foundation over. And I think I'm going to mirror this over this side. And then there's going to be like another whole version of all of this over that side, once everything's all rigged up and good to go. What I do need to figure out is where I want to bring the input belt. Because that's going to be the big issue, is where do the belts come in? I mean, they could essentially just come up through a big hole in the floor via the lift, so that's always a possibility. I mean, this is mostly just an excuse to faff about, burn out through a load of concrete supplies, and just have fun building stuff. I mean, that's why I play these sorts of games. I like getting to try out, like, doing interesting stuff with the builds. Not that I'm particularly good at any of this, you know, but I just like to have fun. Well, what's the point in games if you're not having fun? Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm meant to be up here. I've still got supplies to be able to make some more coal generators. That's bloody impressive. Okay, we'll try and do some of that then. So, 1, 2, 3. You want to go along here. We'll get the guideline to match you up. Because it's fine, once we've got like one row of, or even just one generator in place, like we can match up everything else perfectly. It's just ensuring that that first one goes in the right spot. There we go. Now I'm out of rotors, so I can't do any more, which is a bit of a shame. Wait, what? Why are you like one space forward? That's just some of these things. One of these things is not like the other. There we go. Now it's all in line. Oh, it infuriates me so. Okay, that's sorted out. That's what, 12 generators. There's another 4 down there, so we could bump this up to a 16 once we get the rest of the platform in place and redirect the coal. So, yeah, what I might do for the coal input, I'm going to have like a 2-tile space around here. I'll build out the rest of this platform for the other generators once they go in, or so that they can go in, I suppose. Okay, so that will be like the first big bank of power generators. I'm going to use the conveyor stackers to like kind of elevate the coal stuff coming down this way. We'll just put stuff in along here like this. Bring a belt over, and then we want a splitter kind of slap bang in the middle. I wish there was a way to... Is there a way to snap to... Ah! Hold left control, snap to guideline. Well, I'm trying to snap to guideline. It will snap to guideline when it's not on another belt. So that's kind of awkward, but... I suppose if I can just line up the arrows, it will be fine. You're not even on the belt, there you are. Right, there. That should do it. And then we just hook you up like that. It's got the potential for expanding further down that way if we want to put more in. Not that I think we'll need it for a very long time, because we're going to be expanding out over this way as well. But we'll bring you over like that. And I'm thinking, because I'm likely to I'm going to likely need to bring coal in from another source. So I'm wondering what's going to be the best way of dealing with this. Whether I want to try and get all of the belts to merge into like one location, or if I want to use like a combination of mergers and splitters to try and balance the belts well enough. I'm not quite sure on the best way of doing that. So I don't know if people have tried doing... I haven't seen anything of people trying to do like kind of belt balancers, like, you know, kind of the kind of Factorio style belt balancers. But let's see how far down this whole lot is. Oh, okay, right. I am going to have to build myself like walkways up. That's for certain. Yeah, I'm gonna build platforms out underneath this so I can try and get some belts around the sides, and we can like kind of elevate them up. While I was up there, I should have. Oh right, okay, yeah, that's where the belts are going to need to come in. Okay. So I know where I'm going. I know what I'm trying to hit. This is going to be one big power plant. I'm looking forward to seeing it finish. It's going to look great. So we want to go out here. This is where we want to bring the belts up. So we'll just tear these out. And now I suppose get back up so that we can put in the conveyor lifts. Or at least a conveyor lift, just to start with. No, we'll probably go with Mark II belts for just this like kind of first lot. We'll bring you along, and then yeah, we want to take a conveyor lift Mark II. We want to stick you on there, and then we want to drag you down. So the input is going to be down here at the bottom, and the output will be up here at the top. Ugh. There we go. The only downside to these things is, unlike the big spirals with the conveyor stackers, these don't have ladders on them. There's no way to climb them, which is a bit of a pain in the bum, if I do say so myself. But what we can do is we could just put like a series of these going all the way up. So we just got easy access back up to the top platform. Yeah, I think that works fine. So now I need to figure out where I want all of the power lines going. And where I want everything to connect. So we'll have a power line here for this guy to connect to, this guy to connect to. Unless, do I have... No, I haven't got any quick wire. Damn, I should have got... should have started looking into getting the Mark II power poles, because they'd be very handy for this sort of thing. But we'll bring power line out over this way. Connect you up there. Connect you down to there. And I think I want to switch over the direction of this belt. For now, I'm just going to try and yeah, we'll just loop it around this way, I guess. So instead of you going over there, you're going to spin around and come in over here. I'll loop you in like that. And we can watch the conveyor lift in action. Big lifter, like that. Way, look at it go! So that's going to be shifting 120 items a minute. I fell off my fucking ladder. Genius. We should now be... I don't know how well this whole system's going to work just yet, just mostly because of the speed of the belts. I haven't got the resources to upgrade to Mark II, and yeah, it's all going to slow down to 60 a minute. Which, obviously... Oh, okay, good God, what happened there? So yeah, once that gets to here, it's going to be 30 a minute going either side, then 15 a minute going to each of those, or each side of these. It's going to be a bit of a slow build. The power may tank a couple of times while trying to get all this stuff sorted. I think it's definitely going to tank, actually, so what I might need to do will be power this lot back on. This has just done exactly what I was kind of expecting it would do anyway. Great. Okay, well, we've boosted things up to 800 megawatts, apparently. I might let this belt just kind of feed into the generators for a little while. I'm going to go and... Oh, I did turn off all the power for... I did disconnect power to everything over this way. I'm going to see if I can grab some reinforced plates, see if I can improve some of the belt speed. If we can get this new power system up and running, I think that'll be a pretty good thing. 6 reinforced plate. Not exactly the exorbitant amount that I was expecting, or hoping for. Oh, there's 88 in that one. Fuck yeah, I'll have everything that's in there. How is the production of these frames going as well? Ooh, not bad. We got over 100. We'll be sending off that next space elevator phase in no time, provided we've actually got power for everything. Yeah, I want to try and switch over all of the belts right up to the splitters just before the power generators. I want all of this stuff to be Mark II minimum, just to make sure that the throughput is, you know, as good as I can get it, really. I did manage to pick up some... oh, yeah, we need to try and get the power running again, don't we? Go. I got it. Oh, wow. Bloody hell. Yeah, up to 800 megawatts, that's not bad. We should definitely get things running nicely down there. What is the current throughput on this machine? Ow. 120 per minute. Okay, so exactly what that belt can manage. But what we could go about doing would be upgrade this to a miner Mark II. I just need another portable miner to be able to do that. And then we can improve the throughput, and hopefully with enough steel we'll be able to improve the belt speed coming all the way up here, and we'll finish sorting out all of this stuff fairly soon, but it's unfortunately about that time where I need to wrap up the video. But so far this has been a really good build. I'm looking forward to getting the rest of it finished and seeing how big a power plant I could go about making. We'll see what we want to do with all this kind of like underspace as well, as the episodes go on. But yeah, the next episode I'm going to try and transfer these guys up there, replace the truck station, and reconfigure the truck's little route, its little automated path. And then we'll go about trying to get the rotor production back online as well, so we can get things back in production. I think that would be a damn good thing. So for now, I am going to wrap this video up here and just say thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers. Give this video a like or a comment, just leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon, becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. I think there's a trend to pump out some nice cold air. Wow, there's something in -degrees. Ooh. Yeah, I do think this could work.